Hey Mason Jar fans, I hope you guys are all doing well. I am here today because I wanted to show you how to use our awesome Mason Jar Lifestyle cold brew coffee filters. There are a few reasons right now why you might want to learn how to use these at home. First of all, your favorite coffee shop is probably closed or might be closed, or you're probably trying to stay at home right now, quarantine 2020 and all, and you are missing your cold brew coffee. And it is so amazingly easy to make this at home, and I can't wait to show you how to do that. The second reason is it is so much cheaper to make at home. You're just gonna get a filter, which you can use again and again and again and again. And all it takes is water and coffee grounds. I'm sorry, ground coffee, not coffee grounds, ground coffee. And then the third reason, and the reason that I really wanted to do this today, is because Earth Day is coming up in a few days, and it is so much better for the environment to not be going to the coffee shop and using a disposable cup and a disposable lid and a disposable straw every single time you want your drink. In this case, you are just using the same glass jars over and over again. You're making it in a glass jar. You're hopefully pouring it into a glass jar. We sell some awesome sleeves and coffee lids that do the trick if you're wanting to drink coffee out of your mason jar, especially cold brew coffee. So with that said, I'm going to get started and show you how to use the Mason Jar Lifestyle cold brew coffee filter. So we've got three sizes. We've got one size for a wide mouth pint jar, which I don't have the filter for the wide mouth pint or the half gallon today, but we do have at our website, we have filters for both of these jars, as well as the quart jar, which is the medium size. I'm gonna do mine in a quart jar today because I think it's a great size. It makes a good amount of coffee and it is not super big, so it's gonna easily fit in your fridge. So our filters come in this box, and what you get is the filter and a silicone rim for the filter, as well as a stainless steel storage lid and a silicone insert for the stainless steel storage lid. So I'm going to just take my quart jar and drop my cold brew coffee filter inside. And what you're going to want to do is use coarsely ground coffee. I use my favorite kind of coffee, which is a roastery. We have a location just down the street, Novo Coffee, here in Denver, Colorado, but you can use whatever your favorite coffee is. You can use it. Just make sure that it's a coarse ground. So I'm going to, you don't need to do this, but because I'm here at my kitchen or my dining room table rather than in my kitchen, I'm going to use a funnel and just take my grounds, and I'm going to fill the filter about 3/4 of the way full. You can do more or less depending on how strong you like your coffee. With cold brew coffee, you can dilute it with milk or you can dilute it with water later on. So I like to make mine really strong, and then I can dilute it as I like later on. You can't make it stronger, but you can make it weaker. So about 3/4 of the way up, and then I'm just gonna fill my jar with water. It smells so good in here. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna take my stainless steel lid, pop that on top. I'm not gonna use the insert yet. I will use this later when I take the filter out. I'll put that in here, but right now the filter already has its own silicone seal on it. I'm gonna leave this on my counter for at least 12 hours. You can put it on your counter or your fridge, doesn't matter. I'm leaving mine on my counter. I will see you in 12 hours, and I'm gonna make a delicious cup of cold brew coffee. Good morning. My coffee has been steeping. It's actually been steeping for 19-20 hours. I said 12 yesterday, but I don't know what I was thinking because it was like 2 p.m. when I did it, so it's not like I was gonna get up at 2 a.m. and shoot this video. But actually, 12 hours is really a minimum amount of time you want your coffee to steep. It's better if you could leave it longer. 12 to 24 hours is a great range. Just going on the upper end of that, you're probably going to get a stronger cup of coffee. So I'm ready to go with my coffee here. It's been steeping closer to 20 hours. And what I like to do is get a big jar or glass of ice, and I like to add some whole milk to mine. You could do, if you wanted to do like a syrup or a sweetener, you could do cream, iced, whatever. You can test different things and see what you like best. This is how I like mine. I'm going to show you what it looks like when we take the lid off here. Again, it's been steeping about 20 hours.
All right,
take the lid off.
Starting now.
Now, there's a lot of coffee stuck in the grounds of the filter here, so I'm just going to let it sit kind of angled and drip out. And it takes a little while, but it's worth it. So after the coffee isn't dripping out the sides anymore, once you've been holding on to it for a while, you can really just let go of it. You can just angle it and let it rest on the jar like this. Okay, so I would normally just kind of let this go for a few minutes and go about my day and do other things and then come back. But I think it's good enough for now because I really want to get to showing you the results here. So we ended up with about this much coffee. Now, when I store this, I've got my stainless steel lid that comes with your set. Again, you've got your filter, your stainless steel lid, your silicone band that goes around the filter, and then you have the silicone insert that goes inside the stainless steel lid that makes it leak proof. So I'm going to put that insert in the stainless steel lid. This is just for storing it. Put it on the top, and I'm going to stick that in my fridge. So I've got my cold brew concentrate. So I'm going to make myself a glass here of cold brew coffee. I've got like I said, my glass full of ice. Pour about that much, honestly. You don't need that much. This is really strong. And a lot of milk here. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful swirling goodness. I don't take sweetener in my coffee, but sometimes I do. I'm not going to today. You can add whatever you want, like I said. But this is how I do my setup. My lid. And I am ready to face the day of homeschooling 3 kids. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and let me know in the comments if you try cold brew at home.